Hello! Hey! I hope you can hear me. Yeah, should be working. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm very sunburnt, in case you can't tell. I'm trying to wear orange to mask it, but I got very sunburnt yesterday. It was not a smart day on old Stanny's part. But anyway, welcome. Excuse me, if you're back to school like Squid, then I'm sorry to hear that. But hey, I'm here to make the nice little better, hopefully. And what's up, Sarcastic Riku, Cheerleader Squid, Melissa, and of course Sonic. What's up? Hey, work days today, so I can catch the stream. Oh, nice! Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. That means a lot, actually. I hope you had a good day at work. I also, speaking of work, if you didn't see earlier, I posted in the Discord and also chat as well. Just saying the reason why I am so late today is unfortunately because I had to stay a little late at work. Nothing too crazy, but I did have to stay about an hour and a half later than I normally do, and so that is why I'm basically starting an hour and a half later than I normally would. So yeah, but anyway, it's great to see all you guys again. Hope you had a great weekend. Like I said, I had a crazy one. I was at a frisbee tournament, basically, an outdoor ultimate frisbee tournament, like all day yesterday. And my brother, who usually brings the sunscreen, he couldn't go because he got called into work last minute. So I didn't have sunscreen on me, and I probably should have asked someone, but I didn't even think about it. Like, I'm just so used to using his. And now I'm paying the price with my beautiful skin. My beautiful pasty skin is all red now. But yeah, so this will be hilarious to look back on in a few years. It should probably go away within like the week, but still, it's a little unfortunate. But anyway, what is not unfortunate though, well, give or take, I don't know, is that we are still going after Shiny Heracross. Although, I mean, it's only 1:30 in. We definitely got a lot more time for sure to worry about all that. But yeah, how's everybody else doing out there in YouTube land? Hello, yo, Spoony, what's up? How's it going? I actually cannot believe you got the notification for this on my second channel. I mean, my you know, the current one, the notifications rarely go out, but this one, it's like, it's really rare. So great to see you. I hope you've been well. And yeah, what's up? I am doing a shiny ribbon quest, basically the ultimate shiny ribbon quest, which basically just means I'm catching one shiny Pokemon and attempting to get them every ribbon throughout the Pokemon series that has ever existed, all on one really awesome Pokemon. So that is my goal, at least. We'll see if it actually like works out. The reason I'm doing Colosseum is because it's really like the first game that has ribbons that you can then like transfer later on into, because obviously Gen 1 and 2 did not have that. So yeah, if you start in Colosseum, you can get ribbons in this game and then go Emerald and then Platinum and so on and so forth. So that is what we're planning, at least, and it looks like, yeah, we got another encounter. The problem is in Colosseum, encounters take forever. And soft resetting does not go as fast as later games, obviously, because you have 1 in 8,000 odds, but each encounter is like 5 to 10 minutes, so it really kind of sucks, which is why we're so low, but like in terms of encounters. But we're trying, and we're about to see if this Heracross is shiny, and it is not. It is not. That's too bad, but yeah. And yeah, but it's great to see you. I've been getting the notice, but I've been working most of the time. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, hey, that's awesome. I may be getting Sapphire on Friday. It is a fun game. I hope you have a way to play it, but yeah. Hey, I'm gonna drop by later, but right now I'm at a dinner. No worries, Carts. Enjoy the dinner. And hey, made a second channel so that I can post non-gaming content and not feel bad about or weird about it. You should take that second channel and just re-upload Roy Boy videos, so that if he ever does choose to just make everything private, we have a backlog. I think that is what, maybe I should make a third channel for that. But anyway, nice. What's up, guys? Welcome to Drama Alert Nation. I'm your host, Killer Boy Star. Let's get right into the news. Nice, Roy. Nice. That's a long-term goal. It really is, which is why I'm hosting it like on the second channel, because it alleviates me of like the stress of always having to have like a hype moment or something crazy, because there's a lot of episodes where it's just kind of like hanging out with YouTube chat, and sorry, the video I'm working on at work right now has a lot to do with Twitch, so my mind's like, in terms of streaming, I'm like definitely more in the Twitch realm right now, which is kind of embarrassing, but yeah, but no, YouTube chat. So yeah, I'm mostly just talking to chat and whatnot, and we're just, you know, getting through multiple encounters one day at a time. And yo, Melissa too, Melissa and Spoony, nice. Roy as well, I guess, but yeah, I'm now a Roy Boy ripoff channel. I love it. Also, the other unfortunate, I just noticed it probably just happened there. You playing a GameCube, like, legitimately through really old hardware makes the stream sometimes, like, crap out a little bit. Honestly, there's not really much I can do about it. Like, my PC can handle it, but it's mostly just because there's so many, like, wires going through it that once in a while it does, like, slow down and drop a few frames. It's not all the time, though. It's, like, once in a while it'll just, like, cut out for a sec and then come back on, but yeah. So I hope that's not happening too much over on your end, but I noticed, like, my bar went red for a second there. Happens, like, a few times a stream. It's not usually a big deal, but I don't want you to think that, yeah. But yeah, life has been good. Still working at that job. Me and Nad, we moved downtown, and so it's been good. I'm really sunburnt because I was at a Frisbee tournament, like, all day yesterday, and stupidly didn't wear sunscreen. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. Work's been, yeah, like, busy but good. I like busy for sure. And I'm going to Tokyo soon, finally, like, making good on Nad's Christmas present from last year, because the job got in the way of that too a little bit. But we're finally making it happen. I was able to book off vacation time, and excuse me, I just ate too because I was, like, rushing stream, so apologies for that. But yeah, it's been good. And yo, Wolfger, hello, Wolfger. Hey Stan, good luck. One sec, I actually just realized as well, in my rush to get on stream post work, I need to open up my stream labels, my personal stream labels account here. Let's see. Wolfger. Hey Stan, good luck as always. Great news. Over the weekend, I got a shiny Zangoose on first encounter after starting over my Pokemon Y. Hype, love. Also, I would wish that the versus Necrozma battle theme can be in Smash. That would be really cool, actually. It is a great theme, obviously, and I'm clearly a big fan of it. I've played it on multiple intros of my stream and outros, I guess, as well. But yeah, it's a great song. And thank you, Wolfger, for that donation. Thank you so much. And again, congrats on that. You said Zangoose, right? Yeah, that's actually incredible. Zangoose is a decent shiny. It's blue, right? I think. Is it blue or gold? But either way, congratulations. That is awesome. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And yeah, hope all is well. Other than, I mean, obviously you had a great weekend with that shiny catch. But whoa, sweet. I love big trips. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it, obviously. She's never been, I have, but this time I'm gonna be trying a lot of new things, hopefully. And I definitely, last time I went and really enjoyed, like, the like, kind of, not teenager, but, like, definitely more, like, you know, your young male Tokyo fantasy of, like, all, you know, electronic stuff and Akihabara and just having fun that way. This time I'm really looking forward. I mean, I did, like, cultural things too, but this time I really want to, like, actually go to places where it's not just a tourist area. I really want to go to, you know, places where I can kind of, like, ingrain myself in the actual culture. Maybe make a few Japanese friends, you know? I don't know. Is that too much to ask? Roy, is that too much to ask? You know the answer to that. It's my first time hunting in 2 weeks, so hopefully your stream brings me good luck. I hope so too, man. And also, thanks everybody who's tuning in. I know we're super late tonight. I usually start this thing, like, almost 2 hours earlier than what time it is currently. So the fact that there's a lot of great new and old faces back tonight, yeah, means a lot. It means a lot because I'm completely out of sync with my usual time. So thank you. Why do you stream on Standem 10s? Miss Fern, what's up? So the reason I stream on Standem 10s is because, sorry, I just want to make sure I didn't miss something there in chat. The reason I stream on Standem 10s is because this is a really long and arduous process. And I wanted a place where I could host all of the videos and all of that stuff without also it, like, becoming overbearing. Because with this, like, we've already done, I think, 8 or 7 parts of Pokemon Colosseum just Let's Playing. And then this is going to take a long time. And, like, so a lot of the streams, honestly, some of them, like, obviously some really sick things happen. But once in a while, there's not going to be a lot of people. It's going to be kind of just, like, you know, me tediously doing the same thing over and over. And because these encounters take so long, I just thought it'd be best to really, like, host this whole project in its own spot, where if anybody wants to go back at any point and look at anything that I did, they can easily do so. And I think that's the smart way of proceeding, like, basically game theorying it, where they have, like, their one channel. And obviously, I knew going to my second channel, unlike game theory, I would drop a lot in terms of viewership than if I just did it on my main channel, because some people just aren't subscribed. Some people just, like, you know, they're like, oh, that's the end, whatever. But yeah, I think, like, in the future, this whole thing is gonna pay off. It just right now, it's kind of weird, and I can see why it seems like, why would you do that? But in the meantime, I am working on my Black and White 2 review. I've been really like getting into it since basically I moved down here. I have almost like all the footage. I just got to start actually, like, I got to dedicate like a whole writing session to it basically, and a recording session, and then I can move on like a lot with that as well. But yeah, I'm working on it. My goal is to get the Black and White 2 review out before my Tokyo trip, which is the end of October. If I could get it out end of September, that would be even better. But we'll see. We'll see about that. I also know, because making YouTube videos is basically like what I do at work, it's sometimes like I don't want to overexert myself in terms of like editing and things like that. So I'm trying to keep like a really good routine with it. I'm basically putting 2 nights a week into making that video, and then once that video is done and I can actually get back to like normalized content that doesn't take, because those projects take a lot out of me and a lot of time and effort compared to some of the other things that I can do, which I hopefully will be doing once that project is done. But I promised the Black and White 2. It's kind of like the last thing that I absolutely promised I had to do on my channel. There's also another episode of The Rarest, but we'll see how I if I cross that bridge and how I cross that bridge. Trying to get footage is always difficult for that, but yeah. Anyway, that's a really long-winded answer, but yes, thank you for listening. So you watch Simon and Martina. They've lived in Japan for a while and make videos. I've heard of them. I've heard about them. I think maybe it was Nad was telling me, like, there was a couple who's in Japan that she watches. I'm assuming that's them, but maybe not. I don't know, but I haven't watched them myself, but maybe I should. Maybe I should. I had a sleepover on Friday with my friend Owen. We were up all night playing Baldi's Basics, trying to beat it. I haven't really heard of that much, to be honest. Stan, come to Tennessee. You'd love it here. Well, Roy's the only 10 I see, so, you know. But no, maybe. I definitely know I really want to visit San Antonio at some point soon. And I do really want to visit South Korea too, but that'll probably be a long time off, because like these, you know, intercontinental trips definitely take their toll on the old wallet, and just like in general, being away for that long is also, you know, it can cause not problems, but definitely like there's such a thing as too long and doing that too often. But anyway, everything in moderation, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, just to clarify, I meant the Versus Ultra Necrozma theme. Really love this song. Yeah, I definitely know which one you're talking about, because it's like a great piece of music. And it's also elevated by the fact that that battle's so hard, so you remember it because you're playing it probably a few times, honestly, if you're like me, and you didn't know it was coming up. Hey Stan, how do you like the channel icon? Looks great, Shiny Vaporeon. Looks, yeah, from what I can see on the monitor there in chat, it looks really nice. Congratulations on a beautiful new icon. So hyped to see the Black and White 2 review. Some of my favorites in the franchise. The Platinum wasn't a thing. They'd be my favorites for sure. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's really kind of crazy to see like the amount of effort that went into it. Just like every gym is redesigned, and there's new characters. There's old pathways. There's really cool, like that Ghost Girl, you know, side quest to get the Lunar Wing. Like, that's just, there's no need for that to be like as deep and like creepy and fleshed out as it is, and also tie it back to that girl on the bridge who is the same girl. Like, it's just, it's so smart and it's so clever with what it does. And yeah, I really found myself enjoying it too. I don't know if it had the same like freshness as Black and White, just going from obviously one to the other. Black and White was like a huge departure, which was really refreshing after, like, even though I love Gen 4, it's probably my favorite generation, it's still like, it was really nice to be different, and I don't know. But anyway, that's no excuse. I'm not saying that. I would never take marks off for that, but it's definitely like Black and White was like really like a palate cleanser, and Black and White 2 is like, oh, it's more of a really great thing, you know? But yeah, it's really fantastic. The Pokemon selection is also good. Although, see, so like they kind of sacrificed a little bit in bringing back, you know, all Pokemon. Like you can get Pokemon from every generation now. It helps like diversify your team, but for a guy like me who during these reviews only wants to play with like creatures from that specific generation, just to like give them a spotlight and maybe find, you know, new, you know, favorites and whatnot. I think that Black and White 2 really like, it kind of shuns its own generation a little bit. Like there's certain Pokemon you just can't get until after the game's beaten, which is really sad. Like the fossils, for example. I think I tried to get like a Ducklet and I found out I couldn't until after I like, you know, beat everything, and it was a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like, oh man, like there were certain type combinations that I was looking at, and certain Pokemon I've never used that I really wanted to, and I just couldn't, you know? Wow, I'm from Tennessee, and I'm not even a 10 UC. You are, but Roy is like the true, you know. I don't know if you saw his recent video, but that is a... I mean, I'm surprised his name was never Roy Boy 10, you know. Don't go to the forest in Japan. I'm not referencing the Logan Paul video. I mean, I probably never would in general, just because, yeah, it seems like a very sacred thing. I mean, yeah, like, it seems so obvious to us, but, like, yeah, that's a very, like, I will be filming a little bit just because, you know, I'm a YouTuber and whatnot. I'm not obviously going to be, like, crazy disrespectful like he was and throwing Pokeballs and stuff, but I would never go there out of principle just because it's, like, if I know I'm filming, that's a complete, like, it's just a no-no, you know? And so, I don't know, I don't think I would go there. Also, yeah, I'm not one for, like, haunted things, mostly. I'm not, like, a huge horror movie guy, or, and again, I know this is a whole different kind of thing than that, but I just mean, like, I don't know, I get, like, I get bad vibes from that kind of stuff, and again, just me being, like, a foreigner and not understanding all the weight and all of the, like, you know, history that goes into that place and why, like, like, and again, I understand just from what I do know that, you know, yeah, it's just bad, but, like, it's even worse, you know, if you are ignorant to it. Yeah, so I would not. Still haven't found him. How long has it been? Oh my goodness, Paradox. If you think that this is like, you know, it's been a while, oh, you just wait, my friend. We'll be here 10 months from now, and you'll be like, you're still at it? What days do you stream now? Is there no specific days? I stream every Monday and Wednesday. Usually, I'm around 6:30, 7 o'clock start time, PM my time, which is Eastern. But, yeah, recently, I haven't been able to do that just because... Well, not recently, just today, actually. I haven't been able to do that because I worked late. But, yeah. I just noticed your channel icon is a cosplay of gold. Does that mean you'll be using the gold color swap on Pokemon Trainer in Smash? I might, actually, yeah. So, I never... Come on, catch this thing. Catch it, yeah. When I play Pikachu in Smash 4, I always use the Ethan hat. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. Just crit that thing. Why don't you? Alright. Alright. Cool. That sucks because it means we can still check it. We caught the Heracross, like, but it adds extra time to it, which when you're doing a really long hunt, that's not ideal. Okay, Pokemon. It is not shiny. All right. 134. Wish me luck on my Rayquaza hunt. I have been going for it for 7 days. Good luck, shiny Vaporeon. I predict you'll encounter him in the 7,000 to 15,000 encounters. That's a pretty big window, though. That's like, I hope I catch it before. Yeah, I would honestly, if I had to guess too, I'd say it's probably going to be somewhere in like the 11,000, 12,000 range. So yeah, you got to be a little more specific, but I agree with you. I think it's definitely going to be in that range. I'm really hoping, because I can hope at least, that it's like somewhere before 4,000. That would be just friggin' amazing. But again, it's very unlikely. Like, the odds are definitely not in our favor in that case. And like I've said before, I feel like whenever I try like a new type of hunt, like whether it's in a new game or it's something I've never done before, like a starter or a legendary, they always go fairly long. Like, they always take a while. When I did my first soft reset, it was Wimpod, and we all know how that went in Sun and Moon. So yeah, how much longer are you streaming? I'm gonna be going till 150 encounters. So quite a while. Like, we're kind of just getting started, to be honest. You're getting it next encounter, yo. I mean, that is the thing. Like I was explaining, or not even explaining, just like, you know, digressing about on the most recent, like, I think it was Wednesday stream. I was saying, like, I go into every single encounter just thinking that, like, it could be the one, because they all have the exact same odds, right? Just because you are more likely, just because you've been at it longer, to get it, like, after 8,000 or whatever it is. But I mean, honestly, like, every single one has that same ability to be shiny. We did get a shiny Totodile full odds at 125. Like, so it is possible. It is actually possible that every Heracross he throws out could be the shiny one. It just, we'll see, you know? We gotta just keep putting in the time, and eventually it will show itself. I know what you mean about using region-exclusive mons. I try to do that with a lot of my playthroughs. I keep finding new favorite mons by doing that. Exactly! Me and Xiao being the newest addition to my faves list. That is it. I haven't actually used him yet, interestingly enough. But, yeah, I mean, I have found so many great Pokemon that way. I used a Cloyster when I did my, like, Fire Red review playthrough, and that was awesome. I'd never really used one before. I'm actually using a Excavalier for the, why am I using a Thunderwave? An Excavalier for the first time, like, I've ever used, and I think he's great. He's actually, like, just, yeah, I actually plan to use a Selgor, and then because you have to basically, like, trade one for the other, I ended up just realizing that, like, typing-wise, it made sense to add a Steel type to my team as opposed to just a pure Bug type. So I went with him instead, and I'm not regretting it. I love a Selgor. I've always loved a Selgor, but, man, like, Excavalier is really great. It might slowly be beating it out for me in terms of my favorites. Who else have I found that way? Lantern. Lantern is another example of that, where I've always loved Lantern. I even have it, like, in my top 10 before I even did this playthrough, but then I did a playthrough of Soul Silver for my review, and man, I really fell in love with Lantern. It's like legitimately among my like top 5 now. It really like just shot right up those rankings for me. I'm still going for Mudkip. It's been almost 2 years. You got this though. Tomorrow could be the day. I'm in Ontario too, so Eastern time is for me too, but I'm up north from you, Stan. Not sure if you've heard of Sudbury or North Bay. I have. I know a few people who are like from around there. When we were in I believe it was 8th grade. Yo, that was actually a pretty quick one. When we were in 8th grade, we had a transfer student whose house was like flooded. Or no, not his house. His school was flooded from North Bay, actually. They got a really bad rainstorm once, and their whole school flooded. And so for him to like not have to do summer school, he had to be transferred into our class, which really sucked for him. Poor guy. He like literally was in our class for like, in the last year that he possibly could have been, for 2 months, and then he left again. Like it was, you know, that guy, like, kudos to him for even, you know, showing up, honestly, because, like, I don't know. Yo, Spoonie! Spoonie, thank you so much for that donation. Thank you. Let me get the Charizard out to keep you from getting bored and also to make up for the streams I've missed. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Can we get some casual Spoon hype in this chat? Thank you. But seriously, do not, please do not worry about that. Seriously. How's your new job going, by the way? How's all that going? But, yeah, please. Yeah. You, like, don't feel like, you know, you have to do that. I'm literally just doing these streams, like, for the joy of, like, I really want to see what happens. Also, I'm legit trying to click, okay, there, it finally went. I'm trying to click on your link. Oh my god, Roy Purdy dance, 1 hour? What? Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm watching this right now. That's great. That is actually brilliant. Thank you so much, Spoonie. I love you. Thank you. You are the best. And honestly, I'm just really happy you're here. Please do not, like, worry about all that other stuff. I'm just a simple man with a simple sunburn. Actually, it's a pretty extreme sunburn. Who is just trying to get a shiny Heracross, you know? But thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's good. I talk to people all across the country about their garbage cans. Ooh! What is like one of the crazier, I mean, within reason, obviously, but like, have you had any like really great stories in talking to these people about their garbage cans? Also, they have locations in Canada. Waste Management. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I'm not like crazy like interconnected. It's not like my uncle works there or something, but I definitely like, you know, I see that logo all the time. So yeah. Oh, that's awesome. If you move, you're good wherever. That's actually amazing. You know, the more I listen to podcasts, especially like, you know, usually it's someone who's like in the like arts or media or something. So many of them, like, their parents, not them themselves, but like their parents traveled for work. So like they'll always say like, oh yeah, I'm born in like, you know, Texas or something, but my dad was actually from Missouri and he moved for work. Or like, you know, I grew up in Boston, but, you know, my dad was actually from, like, Tennessee, and he met my mom at, like, it just, anyway, the point is, I envy that because it doesn't really happen as much here in Canada. Like, at least, like, the people I know, maybe that's why, but yeah, like, it doesn't really happen here that much. It's like, most people I know, they kind of just, like, stay in their, like, spot, I guess, and they, like, it's really hard to move for work, like, to get, like, transferred. It does happen, it definitely does happen, but it's a lot rarer here, I feel. I conduct surveys to create statistics for Canada. It's a very boring job. Yeah, that does sound rough as well. But I'm sure, like, you know, your work is definitely appreciated, and I don't know the specific, like, statistics, but, like, you know, as long as it allows you to do the things that you do love, if that makes any sense. Like, I've worked some jobs that I was not really a fan of, and I didn't like, and whatever, but, like, you know, from what I learned through there, or, you know, just even, like money or whatever, it allowed me to pursue endeavors on the side that I was passionate about. And then luckily, at least in, like, my case, it eventually did lead to a job in a, like, field that I'm really, really passionate about. So that's, like, a big thing I like to tell people. I don't think anyone should ever really, like, I think everyone should always, like, get paid for their work. Once in a while, free work is okay, but not all the time. That's definitely something I feel really strongly about, that, like, there does come a time where it's like, okay, like, this is just, like, straight up, basically, like, you're abusing the system. But I do think that, yeah, if you can pursue your creative endeavors, or just any, it doesn't have to be creative either. It just, whatever, like, you are passionate about, if, like, the job that you're currently working allows you to fulfill that, or to get better at something, if it happens to be, like, a trade or whatever, then I think that's great. Today I spoke with someone about getting a recycling dumpster for their movie set in Portland, Oregon. So you're telling me, if I am ever in Portland, Oregon, and I happen to, you know, I want to see, let's say, I don't know, Seabiscuit 2, and it's the year 2024, and I go back, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling well, and I'm like, I gotta throw out my popcorn. Oh no, all the garbage cans, they're totally full, and I'm not a litter bug. I'm not. If there's one thing I'm not, it's a litter bug. And I go outside, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll have to throw this in the dumpster myself. Then that is your handiwork. Just saying. My dad is from Cali, so I'm jealous. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I've never been. I'd love to go, though. I have my dream job. Tech work is the best. And yeah, some people are like, but also, I do also very strongly believe that, like, everybody can eventually get, like time is just one of those things where it's like, it always seems like the world's gonna come crashing down. But, like, if you stick with it and you're passionate about something, I find that, like, it usually does, like, you'll get there. Some people are very lucky. I knew people, like, you know, I'm working at Walmart at 18, and some people already had their dream jobs in their dream fields because they either knew someone, or, you know, a parent, like, had connection, whatever it might be. Or some of them just worked really hard. I can't stress, like, that's a thing too, obviously, but, like, there were some people, it wasn't just like, you know, they knew someone. It was legit, like, they busted their butts and they made it happen, and, like, that's awesome for that. I was not like that when I was 18, for sure. I don't even know if I'm still like that. I've been very lucky in my life, but yeah. Anyway, so my point is like, you know, it's really easy to be like, oh, you know, I don't have my dream job yet, and other people do, but, like, I find, like, people get there eventually. The people with great hearts and good work ethic, like, who are passionate about stuff, like, they eventually find themselves there. It just, you know, for everyone, it takes different time, and even, like, you know, my current stuff isn't even, like, it's not always guaranteed. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Have you seen The Meg? I haven't yet. I haven't really been to the movie theaters in a long time. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp was the last movie I saw in theaters. It's been really difficult to find time lately, but yeah. I'm fine if they have a religion, but to take it out on someone who's not religious, I think that's the wrong thing to do. What are you talking about? And the other day I had to help someone find a way to get rid of 20 to 30 melted together plastic shopping carts. Oh my god, wow. A fire that homeless people started by trying to cook on them. 20 to 30 melted together. Wow. That is actually, I asked for a pretty crazy story. That wins. That wins. That's actually pretty intense. Jeez. Why you missed one of my comments? I'm trying, man. So I'm rambling today, if you can't tell. Probably all this sun, but yeah. I would know. I am in middle school, the worst time of your life. I don't know if that's true. I actually never went to middle school. I basically, when I was 2 years old, I graduated Harvard cum laude, I think, is what it's called. I don't know. I was 2. I barely remember it. But, yeah. So, I'm kidding. In Canada, in certain provinces, we actually don't really have middle school. We go right from, like, elementary school into high school. So, yeah. I stopped at my first school when I was in grade 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, I was in high school. So, yeah. But I do know that time very well, and it's not the best time. I'll tell you that. Verb. All right, hopefully this catches and Verb doesn't even need to hit Heracross, but yeah. I used to have the passion to be in the military, but I'm still not sure what I want to do once I'm in the Air Force. As long as I'm in, I'm happy, and that's great, man. That is honestly great. It's very, very good, I find, to have, like, goals, and then just, like, keep working them. And, like, once you hit a goal, then you'll eventually figure out the next one, you know? And that's, like, as long as you have one currently in place, I think that's great, dude. I'm far from my dream job, but thankfully I get to go on mat leave in December, having a little boy. Oh my god, congratulations. Congratulations, that's awesome. That's a big, big life-changing thing for sure, but I'm sure you will be a great mom, and yeah, again, just like, seriously, huge congratulations. I seem to always get the crazy calls. Well, I'm glad it's you in a way, because I'm sure there's some people who, like, wouldn't, you know, be as open and, like, accepting of certain calls and certain, you know, once in a while if you get, like, the odd, like, crazy person. They might not handle it with as much, like, grace, I guess. But yeah, yo! Hello, JoJo! My dream job is honestly to be a mom, but can't make money doing that, so it's calling people for surveys so I can make some good money. Hey, and there you go. There you go. That's definitely, like, a huge part of it, for sure. I've known many people as well who also, like, you know, that is legit their dream job. Like, they really just want to raise great children, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, I cannot use Slam again, because that might kill. So, let's just hope this catches, please. Please. What are you gonna name him? What are you gonna name him, Melissa? Finley James. Nice. Nice. But yeah, what is up, JoJo? How's it going, dude? I was literally talking earlier. Come on, how are you not catching with that, like, little HP? Verb! It's no good, it's not listening. And Heracross is also not listening to its heart, which is telling it to get in the dang netball. But yeah, Finley's a nice name. It's a very nice name. Well, this team is getting through my entire party here. Also, I'm really glad I didn't use Slam that time. That was a smart call for sure. All right, it's up to you, Entei. Yo, Silver Fox 7, thank you for the sub and welcome to the Stampede, my friend. Hope you're doing well tonight. Anyway, Verb, you were getting called again because you've been misbehaving, and you, Heracross, need to get caught here, please. How'd you get an early copy of Pokemon Switch? I wish, man, I wish. Although, true story, I am getting to play the Smash Bros. Ultimate demo later this week. I'm very excited for that. I cannot go into specifics on how or why, but it will be at like an expo near, like, where I live in Toronto, and yeah, so I get some pretty alright access to it as well, which I'm really excited about. Heracross is not shiny, but yeah, so that is gonna be sick. That is gonna be sick. Don't you got those good ins? See, I knew it. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, though, I don't really. You'd be surprised. I think, like, when it comes to Nintendo stuff, Nintendo Canada, they're really hands-off with, like, YouTubers and stuff like that. Because, again, I don't think right now there's no reason why they would ever give me, like, a review copy of anything, to be honest. Like, I've been kind of offline and kind of just, like, in, you know, making YouTube, like, not as big of a priority, obviously, since I started my new job. But there was definitely a time. There was a time where I had a really steady, like, growth of subscribers and influx, like, constantly, where I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, I'm like, because I would reach out once in a while, and they just kind of said, they're like, no, we don't, you know. So unless you're, like, really massive here, I feel like it's very difficult to get in. And, yeah, but I lucked out with this one. I'm very fortunate, but it wasn't really so much through what I did. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, it wasn't so much like what I did or anything on my part or because of my YouTube channel. It has a lot to do with other incredible people who are who are throwing me a bone because they know how much I love the series. So yeah. But yeah, all I know is I'm a lucky stan. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it, though I don't know who should I play first. Like, that's the question. because I think in the demo, it's the same one they had at E3. So I think that, like, the only 2 new characters would be Inkling and Ridley, I think. And then, of course, Link has a different moveset because he's based on the Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild Link. And then I don't know who else. Yo, just to spark up conversation, what region do you find the best or most fun? I really love Johto. Partially, I think it's gotta be nostalgia, but honestly, I love the mythology of it. I love how they build out the worlds. I love how every legendary has a myth and a, you know, story behind it, as opposed to, like, future generations, they're just like, yeah, there's this, like, all-seeing deity god thing, and it's just there, and, you know, and some do get, like, really great, like, introductions and stories, but I find in a lot of games they're just kind of like, hey, here's, like, the final boss, enjoy, my dude. And Johto's the first, like, one where it's really like, hey, it's part of the narrative. It's, again, why am I using Thunder Wave? But yeah, it's part of the narrative, and it's intrinsic to the game, and it helps build the world through the legendaries. Like, you know, like the Burned Tower, and the Whirl Islands, and, you know, like, and Ilex Forest, like, they all just feel like they're like, they exist because of the legendaries, as opposed to the other way around. You know what I mean? So yeah, Johto for me, I love it. I also love, of course, that you get to go through, like, I'm a sucker for games that, like, update other games, if that makes any sense. So, like, for example, I really love Wind Waker. There's a scene where, and spoilers, if you watch Wind Waker, mute me for, like, the next 30 seconds. But, here I go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But there's a scene in Wind Waker where you, like, go underwater, and you end up in the exact same Temple of Time in the same version of Hyrule that is straight out of Ocarina of Time. It's a huge reveal. It's the exact same place, and there's, like, even, like, little Easter eggs in it. And I love that stuff. I love when you see, like, and it's not one-to-one in that game, because the art style is obviously different. They definitely, like, change the, you know, the design here and there. But, like, I don't know. I just really, really enjoy it. And I love when they do the kind of stuff. And Kanto is, in Gen 2, is kind of like the same way, where it's like, you know, you're catching up with people. Black and White 2 is like that as well, actually. Well, obviously. But yeah, and you're, like, catching up in the same locales with the same people from the first one. And, like, their story continues, you know? I love that. Hoenn is my favorite. Wind Waker, too much water. Wind Waker does have too much water, though. Like, legit, like, before it got modernized. Oh, we killed, wow. Very unlucky this run through. We were unlucky last time too, actually. So maybe we just got really lucky the first time. I don't know. But yeah, that was super unlucky that we critted once again. Therefore, adding more time. But yeah. Good night, Melissa. Or no, Spoonie's heading out. Sorry. I saw Melissa but you put the spoon too. That makes sense. So I think I gotta go to bed. Early morning stream now. Have a great night. Hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much, Spoonie. Yeah, seriously, it was a blast having you in here. Thank you so much for the donation. That super unnecessary donation. I really appreciate it. But like I said, I genuinely, I'm just so happy to see you pop in. I definitely miss the old streams and like the old community as well. And when Let's Go Pikachu and of course Smash come out, I will probably be hosting some like real, like good old classic, you know, random 10 streams on that channel. But for now, I'm just trying to like kind of just re-get my bearings without having to, you know, be quite as committed, I guess. But either way, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night, and please take care of yourself. And I will definitely talk to you soon. Many people might disagree with me, but if Kanto was any other region, it would be Gen 5 for most fans. What do you mean, Shiny Vaporeon? Wind Waker is more water than Oris. The first one, it was bad. They had a really bad traveling system, as well as a really bad fetch quest with the Triforce, where, yeah, you were on your boat, a lot, and you'd run into enemies and stuff like that. But they sped all that stuff up in the remake for the Wii U. But yeah, the first little part was kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Like, it was very tedious. It was still fun. I still love that game to death, but I definitely cannot deny that, like, the Wii U version is probably the best version of that game. Yeah. Sometimes they can ruin classics by, like, revisiting them and trying to add and change things, but that is not one of those cases. It's like Chrono Trigger DS, I think, is like the best version of that game. It's so friggin' good. It added things that like actually tied it better to Chrono Cross, which they didn't even have to do that, but they did. And it also gives like more difficulty to the like a secret final boss. It's so cool. And Wind Waker did kind of similar stuff and made it better. So yeah. My opinion on Clefable. I don't really think about it too much, to be honest. It's fine, but like I don't go crazy for it or anything. I do love the idea behind it that like Gengar is kind of like it's Clefable's shadow, and I think that definitely has some weight to it, which I'm really you know, I'm a big fan when they try to do that stuff in Pokemon. I also love the whole, you know, how did we get the 3 legendary beasts? They like, oh, nice, first ball, nice. We finally got a little lucky, but yeah, how like Entei, Suicune, and Raikou came to be with like the tower burning and they like protected it. I think that's really cool. Or they got trapped, sorry. But yeah. Good night, Daniel. Gonna get a few hours in on Breath of the Wild. Oh, haven't finished it yet. Night, everyone. Good luck, man. Please save Hyrule. They're all counting on you. They're all counting on their ultimate champion, JoJo. But yeah, have a good night, man. It was great seeing you as well. Always a pleasure. And take care of yourself, man. Stan, please send some shiny luck. Almost a freaking 15,000 soft resets for Pseudo Wudo in Soul Silver. Sammy, not gonna lie, that is super rough. That is super rough. I feel for you. Keep at it. Keep going. You got this. I believe in you. But yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say it, but someone has to say it. That's oof. Oof. Shadow Mokuhita. Kendall, congrats. You were way further than me. Infinitely more time in that game. Hopefully you get it very early, like under 2,000 would be fantastic. But yeah, and again, once you get it, like you gotta somehow let me see that thing, because I've seen the model for it, but I haven't seen it like really in battle, and I think it'll look sick. Like, here's a funny story. I had a super religious friend, and she would tell me that Jesus was hung on the cross every day. Then one day she found out I played Pokemon. Oh wow, Sonic. Yeah, please try to keep religion like out of the stream if possible, man. I know you're just trying to like comment on it, but either way, like it's not really the place for it, you know. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I try to keep that stuff out of here if possible. Even if it's like I know what you're saying, so don't worry. There's no ill will or anything. I just yeah. Again, I'm getting my methodology mixed up here. Thunderwave, please. 15K is rough. It really is. That like. I've been very lucky. I don't think I've ever really had to go past 8,000, I want to say, on anything. Mind you, I have before. Like, not probably on stream, I don't think. It's probably before streaming. But I have, and I'm not going to lie, there have been times where I've definitely given up after, like, 8,000. There have been other times where I've just gotten lucky and got it around, like, 7,000, 8,000. But, yeah, that's rough. 7K for 110 in Ruby and about 2K in Desert Resort if you're interested. Oof. That's not... 2K is not bad. 2K... 7K is up there for sure. I'm SOSing Roggenrola. All the luck, my friend. Seriously. I wish you all the luck on that. Yo, Lettuce! What up? Lettuce. Just kidding. Cabbage, what's up, man? Hey, Stan, can you go back and read my reasoning? Yes, I actually did catch it out of the corner of my eye, but I was answering Sonic there. The only reason people don't score in Gen 1 is because they have their nostalgia goggles on too tight. Most of the models from other gens are just as unoriginal or something like muck, but they don't care. I've talked about this a few times, and I'm definitely in agreement with that. There's many people who like to, you know, really latch on to Gen 1, and I understand why. I do get it. It just, obviously... I think the series has so much more to offer if people would just kind of look past it. But some people don't, and that's totally fine as well. But yeah, anyone who... It's very easy. There's certain things that is very easy to latch onto. Ideas, and obviously, Gen 5 having, like, a trash bag Pokemon, a chandelier, or a chandelier Pokemon, and, like, a ice cream Pokemon are very easy targets. And yeah, the nostalgia blinds them from, like, the fact that, you know, executes, like, seeds/eggs. Dodrio is just like 3 Doduos. Dugtrio is just 3 Diglets. Like, things like that, right? Magneton is just 3 Magnemites. Like, people like to forget about that And they did that a lot back in Gen 1. Seal is literally just a seal. Like, there's literally nothing fancy or cool really about it. It's just a straight up seal. So, like, yeah. Every generation, especially ones with, like, that much Pokemon, are bound to have great, phenomenal designs. I think Ninetales is terrific. Pikachu is obviously as iconic as it is for a reason. Charizard is really... all three starters are actually really great. Like, just universally beloved. So, yeah. Like, there's definitely a lot of great ones in Gen 1 as well, and I get why it's so iconic, but yeah, they just, you know, people like what they like, and what they're up with, and that's fine. I'm not gonna, you know, give them too much crap for it, because I can be the same way with other series, like, about where I really like earlier versions of it, and I don't really like the newer stuff as much. Like, a perfect example is I really love Dragon Ball Z a lot. Super was good. I accept Super, I like Super, but I don't love it the same way I loved Dragon Ball Z, you know? It's just like early Dragon Ball Z, that like 90s style of animation. I love that kind of stuff so much, and they just can't recapture it in like the more common format of anime, I guess. I don't know. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm a snob. Maybe if I like stop being so, you know, pretentious about it, then I could enjoy it more and just accept what it is instead of what it used to be, you know? But anyway, and I feel a lot of people are like that with Pokemon. That's all I'm saying. No one needs to do this Chandelure, though, because he's my homie, and I love him. Yo, Chandelure is absolutely sick, but I actually really like Vanillux as well. I'm not actually a huge, like, Trubbish Garbodor fan, but two of those three that I named, I'm actually, like, I've used them on my team multiple times, and, well, no, I've used Chandelure twice, I've used Vanillux once, but still, they were great, and Vanillux is actually really helpful against N and Ghetsis, and some of the Elite Four. Like, it just, yeah, it's a great Pokemon. Got good special attack, and, oh, we caught the Pokemon. What am I doing? What am I doing? But yeah, Chandelure is solid. Solid. Also, back in the day when you didn't have super training and you had to, like, actually, like, EV train your Pokemon, I remember just grinding in the one tower with all the Litwicks to get, like, the special attack stat or whatever. How Pokemon end in the 90s? No. By the way, though, speaking of, like, Pokemon nostalgia, has anyone been watching, like, the Twitch Pokemon thing? I caught a little bit of it at work today. That's one of the benefits, at least, of working in an esports office, is that, like, you can put Twitch on, like, the side monitor and just, like, edit while you... And I didn't do it for long. I probably only did it for, like, 10, 15 minutes before I started getting too distracted and had to turn it off. But, like, it's really cool. It's really cool what they're doing. I wish I had the time that I could just, like, actually watch it. Like, maybe this weekend I might, to be honest with you. Maybe this weekend I might just, because I'm not really doing much Saturday. So maybe I'll just put it on in the background while I, like, clean up the house and do, like, chores and stuff. Gen 5 also has the best music. Its music is phenomenal. Gen 4, you know what, though? Like, I've said this in my reviews before, but honestly, I don't think there's a bad generation of music. There's always standout tracks. Other than Gen 1, which basically every single song is such a, like, hit because they, like, replay them so much because they had limited storage on the original Game Boy. Like, every track in that gen is pretty iconic at this point, through whether it's the anime or, again, like I said, like, them just, like, not having as much room, so they had to, like, make them very, like, short and sweet and simple and, like, memorable that way. But yeah, other than that, though, every generation has some great, phenomenal stuff, and every generation has some stuff that's just kind of, like, more immersive kind of background music that you don't really pay much attention to. And I don't know, I think it's all good. Even Gen 6 might be one of my least favorite generations, which is weird because it's the one I've put the most time into. But even that generation, some of the music in that is freaking very strong, very strong. Especially, like, battle themes in that. Like, there's some really, like, the Elite Four music I remember is really good. The gym battle, like the battle themes are actually solid in Gen 6, which is funny. Well, actually not funny, I guess, because, like, it is known, it definitely reignited some interest in, like, the competitive side, I guess. I'm not a competitive player, so, like, I don't even know, but it's still, yeah, I don't know, but it has some great stuff. The, oh my god, in the super training, there's that one song, it's really good. I can't remember it exactly, but it's the one, I think, I don't know, one of the balloon things that you face, like, but yeah. Iris Champ theme, yo, Yo, I'm not there yet in Black and White 2, so I only kind of remember it, to be honest with you. The marathon is fun. It's not Twitch Plays Pokemon. They're actually, like, they're playing all of the old, because Amazon owns Twitch, and Amazon has the rights to, like, the first, like, 10 seasons or something of the Pokemon anime series. And yeah, it's really awesome. Also, again, what am I doing? You never know what I'm gonna do. I'm like Roy. Wait, I didn't catch the hair. Oh my God! What am I actually doing? Wow. I need to actually catch it first before I. Okay, sorry guys. That I just had a complete lapse of judgment. I feel like I just blacked out for like 10 seconds there. Are you worried that Heracross won't learn a wide variety of moves for Gen 3 contests? Also, why is there half a purple Heracross in the current hunt section? Is that the Colo Shiny Farm? Yes, Faberon, it is. So I have what it'll eventually look like and what it will look like in this game beside each other. And you can tell how, I love to put it up there because it just shows how, like, ridiculous the Colosseum one's. And I love that. But I'm not super worried because I actually explained this last stream, I think it was, where basically, back in the day, I caught a shiny Wingull on my brother's copy of Pokemon Sapphire, and at the time, I didn't know what shiny Pokemon were. I was like 9, I was 10, I didn't really have the internet like the way that we do nowadays, and so I didn't really know what shinies were, but I knew there was something different about it, because I'm like, why is it green? That makes no sense. Is the game glitching out? But then I realized that the game wasn't glitching. I kept going in that patch of grass, and the Wingulls kept being blue, so I was like, oh, okay, so anyway, long story short, I eventually evolved the Wingull into a Pelipper, and I started thinking, well, no other generation I've played, mind you, at the time, I might have and not even realized it, but I was like, oh, no other generation have I ever seen a Pokemon like that's a different color, and this is the only generation where they have contests, so therefore, they must, like, this must do, like, really well in contests. It must get, like, super bonus points. So anyway, long story short, when I was a kid, I got really good at contests, and I got every possible ribbon with that Pelipper. And if I could do that with just a random Pelipper when I was 10, I feel confident that with a Heracross, you know, I can make it happen, is what I'm saying. I think any Pokemon can do okay. Some are obviously easier than others, but I think I'll be okay. It's just like, it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to relearn it all because it was more than a decade ago, obviously. But I'm really excited to get back into it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I haven't done contests since then. I skipped the Gen 4 ones completely. And, yeah. So I'm excited to like, get back in and because I was good at them once. Like, it's one of those things, I feel like once I get the hang of it again, I'll, like, remember all my times with that Pelipper. Because right now, I've completely, like, closed that door off. But when I, you know, rediscover it a little bit, I think it'll be really cool. I got into competitive in Gen 5, possibly the worst one to start in. Yeah, that's what I hear. Again, I'm not a big competitive guy. I did a little bit of research about the scene back then for my Gen 5 review. So, because I didn't, I don't actually want to add that yet. But, yeah, because I didn't want to, like, I wanted to address it the way I could without it being ridiculous. Because, again, I don't really know much about it. I low-key like the 8-bit Pokemon style more. Like, the 3D modeling is cool, but not as aesthetically pleasing. I actually agree with you. I think especially when it comes to some of the... Not just the shinies, because I know, like, you know, I am all about shinies and blah, blah, but, like, legitimately, I think that a lot of the coloring on Pokemon in their 3D models got really washed out. And it just doesn't look as, like, it's not as striking. It's not as, like, bold and vibrant. And it loses a little bit of something in that. Like, I kid you not, like, I wasn't over-exaggerating. When I made my black and white review and I talked about, there's that scene where, and I recorded it and all, like, I messed with my internal clock on my Game Boy and everything to get, to get all the seasons as you go into Route 1. And it, like, changes. Sometimes there's snow, like, fluttering by. Sometimes there's, like, fall leaves just like crinkling like through. It's so nice. It's so bold. The lines are like perfect, like the perfect thickness. It looks phenomenal. And I honestly, I really hope one day we get another, like, you know, sprite-based game in a similar vein as, like, you know, they've gone back and done Shovel Knight or Mega Man, the new one coming out, like, I think 11 or 12, I don't know. But they go back, right, once in a while, and they make, like, Undertale and they make these, like, sprite games again. And I think I'd really like to see it with Pokemon, honestly, because, like, I miss it a little bit. I do. It's bedtime for me. Got to be up at 6:30 tomorrow for work. Have a good night. Congratulations again, Melissa, and yeah, have a great night as well. Thank you for stopping by. I know I'm going super late tonight. I never go this late, so thank you for staying up as long as you could, and I appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you on Wednesday when I stream next, but if not, no worries. I've been planning a similar quest to you for a while, but I'm still unsure who to choose for my Ribbon Master. So far, Delcatty, Typhlosion, and Raikou are leading the way. So, Delcatty would be really cool. That would be my vote. Typhlosion also would be sick, especially because in these games, if you catch it, the coloring is so cool. Like the green flame and kind of like the more red crimson like fur is really, really dope. But I will say Raikou, the only thing about Raikou is I believe later on there are certain... Oh, just dropped my controller. Jeez. All right. Let's pick that up. Nothing's broken, I hope. My mouse is still in good shape. Okay. But yeah, sorry. I think are there certain are Raikou, Entei, and Suicune available in all of the like Frontier and Tower stuff, or like Battle Tree as well? Are they're eligible? I actually don't know. Maybe I should have looked into that. Maybe I could have had a legendary beast as my. You know what though? I that would also be rough because you have to face the bosses, right? Like the like elite trainers or whatever, the admins. And their battles can actually be hard unless you're like way stronger than them by like a lot. Like you import Pokemon over and just like run through them really fast. Oh, but you can't even do that until you beat the game. Yeah, so I don't know. Like again, I'm not gonna like tell you which one to do. If you did do it, it'd be really cool. But I just feel like it'd be really like hard to shiny hunt that. Like even harder than I thought Heracross was gonna be hard, but that would be, ooh, that would be ridiculous. I think they're able to do it. I think it's just box legendaries. Okay. Yeah. I know in the like the guide that I've linked in the description for Oswald, they said don't do Lugia, but you are right. They didn't technically. I don't think they ever said don't do the beast. So you probably can use them, which is actually kind of cool. But even personally, just in case like maybe a later generation does come out eventually, like a Gen 9 or something, I just want to make sure it's like a Pokemon that can exist and never have an issue, and you know, that's my thinking on it, I guess, at least. But still, I think that's really cool. Please, when you do start it, let me know. It's difficult and it can be expensive to get everything. I know I think altogether it cost me around 200 Canadian to get all the necessary, and I have a lot of the stuff already. Like I own a version of pretty much every game. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but behind me there, you can see that Mimikyu maybe. And beside that Mimikyu are boxed versions of Emerald. So I have Emerald. There's also Pokemon Yellow as well. But I have Emerald, so that helps. I'm going to borrow Fire Red off my friend just because I'm literally just going into Fire Red to beat the champion and then leave. Because you actually don't need to get a ribbon from Fire Red, so that's nice. And then I have all the other games I needed already. The only thing I needed to buy was the Game Boy Player so I can stream it, and an HDMI converter, and the game itself. So that's why it was expensive. But yeah. Yo, Zane, what's up, man? Oh, you just got power back. Yo. And yo, what's up, Roy? You're back. It's Squid, but YouTube is broken. Won't let me off my alt account. Oh, stupid YouTube. What's up, Squid? I've got beach volleyball playoffs Wednesday, starting at 5:30, so hopefully I'll be able to catch part of the stream. So good luck in case I miss. Hey, no worries, and enjoy volleyball. I'm wearing my Haikyuu shirt again, which I feel like I've done before when I've talked about volleyball on stream. But yes, so enjoy. Yes, I love this shirt. Volleyball for the win. I wish part of me got this sunburn playing volleyball instead of frisbee, but alas, I'm actually pretty good at volleyball. Weirdly enough, I have an innate talent. My mom was really good at it. And once in a while, I will play. And I always start off really slow. I'm not, like, the greatest. And then I get better as it goes on. I get more, like, into it. And I'm all right. I'm not the tallest, so I can't do, like, crazy stuff. But I'm pretty fast. And I'm competitive with it. Have you read the Riven blog about Quillfish? It's similar to the Oswald one, only he did everything possible, even if it couldn't be carried forward, like the Shiny Crown and Gen 5 movie stuff. Yes, yes. So that is in the Delibird one as well, and yeah, I'm gonna be going for that stuff too. Shiny Crown. There's one ribbon apparently in black and white that's really hard to get because they turned off the Wi-Fi, but apparently there's a workaround. It's just a big pain in the butt, but I am going to do my absolute most to hopefully ensure that I can get that one. As long as it isn't, like, as long as there's nothing that hurts someone or is illegal, I will probably do it. Because I do not want to record myself obviously committing, like, some sort of crime or something. But if it's nothing like that, then I'm going to try my absolute best to make it happen. But yeah, it's really cool. Yo, Stan, I've actually been meaning to ask for the longest time, but how did you get that Shiny Cyndaquil from your Heart Gold Soul Silver review? Oh, yo, so, yeah, I actually, caught that. That is the first starter Pokemon I think I'd ever caught on stream. And that is not a shiny Heracross. But yeah, and so we got it 4,475, I think, encounters in Soul Silver. Yeah, you can actually see my reaction. I think it's the like first video on this channel. Like if you click on my actual channel and go to like the preview video, it's one of my most viewed videos on this second channel as well. It's the highlight of that stream. But yeah, that Cyndaquil, I legitimately, like, I soft reset it for it. It took me months. And then when I went to play through Heart Gold Soul Silver for my review, I just had that Cyndaquil, and I was like, I might as well use it. I've never been able to play a game with a shiny starter. So, and which another thing that's really awesome is that when I do my eventual Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby, in Alpha Sapphire, I caught a shiny Trico already as well, and then stopped that game. So I'm probably going to do the same thing with that as well. And then to get, like, the beginning footage, I'm just going to play through, like, my Omega Ruby. I'll just reset it and then, like, not save it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I won't delete the file. I'll just start it, get that footage of the early, like, starter stuff, and then... But yeah, that's literally what I did with Soul Silver. Hey, I'll help you with the Wi-Fi ribbon if you need. There's a modded version that you can use to play online. Oh, sick! Yes! Yes, you're really into mods. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I will talk to you when the time comes. Honestly, Squid, it could be like a year from now by the time I'm at that point. There's a lot to do still. Hopefully I'm not still shiny hunting a year from now, but like honestly, if we get really unlucky, we could be, because I mean, I've been I don't know, this is the third or fourth Heracross. No, I think it's just the third, right? Heracross stream, and we're only at 143, and like it could very well go to like 16,000 or something. And that would really suck. So, yeah. What's your battle tower going to be? I have not figured that out yet. I'm taking this kind of... I've read ahead so I know what to expect and hopefully don't get, like, trapped. But I haven't done my research into what techniques I'm going to need to use to, like, just guarantee... I think so. Battle tower, I think I'm probably just going to transfer my Suicune and Raikou from this playthrough and use their, you know, their Rain Dance, Thunder, like, that thing. That's kind of my goal, I think, for Tower. Frontier is a whole nother story, though. And to be honest, I don't actually know what I'll be doing with Frontier. Okay. Let us use... Oh, what? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so out of it. But, yeah. Yeah, the other thing, I'm still, like, I'm thinking about, like, my potential team now for Frontier and Tower. I'll try some stuff, though, for sure. Hopefully the trainer won't send her to shiny. That'd be sad. I agree, because that would really... That's just, like, that's a knife in my heart, you know? That is a straight-up dagger. Yeah, I believe it's the Wi-Fi ribbon that can be obtained now, but I believe it's from Gen 3-4. Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was 5, but I could definitely be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I wonder how excited people were to be able to battle Gen 3 Pokemon in 3D when the game was coming out. Oh, yeah, I think some people were excited. I honestly, it's weird. I didn't have a GameCube. I think I've explained this before. So I never even really knew of these games and how... They're not developed by Game Freak, so they're not, like, canon or whatever. They're not, like, a main series game. But they play really close. Like, I'm actually... Like, when I started playing this on stream... I was really surprised at how faithful it is to, like, the core mechanics. Like, the fact that you can just find random item boxes lying around. The fact that, you know, like, there's actual, like, battle competency where, like, trainers purposely try to, like, you know, have strategy, like, do things like Rain Dance Thunder, or, like, can just confuse the hell out of you and, like, put status effects on, like, I don't know. I'm really, really, like, I was pleasantly surprised by these games. And I haven't played XD, Gale of Darkness, yet, but it's cool. It's very cool and very faithful to, like, the core series. How many for Makuhita? I'd hate to see you get a fake, because it's pretty long. Only 700. The ribbon he's talking about is from the Wi-Fi tower in Platinum. That is the one you are, or sorry, I am talking about. You were right. I definitely got it confused. I've been going crazy with playthroughs recently. Just got done with Platinum, White, Emerald, Heart Gold, and Black 2. But you mentioned using a cloister earlier. Now I want to play Fire Red. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Okay, so, like, they're not my favorite games in the series. But they are probably my favorite of just, like, and I very rarely do it because I actually don't own a physical copy of Fire Red or Leaf Green. I had one. I bought when I was a kid, and I loved it. I still have my adapter from it, from the box, which I showed off in my review of those games. But for whatever reason, I still to this day think someone stole it, like at my babysitter's or something. But a long time ago, I somehow can never find my brother's DS, which basically kind of just became mine after he got sick of it, and Sapphire, or his copy Sapphire, my copy of Pokemon Ruby, and my copy of Pokemon Fire Red, which is really sad because, like, oh, and my copy of Pokemon Silver for the Game Boy Color as well. Like, all of them just went missing. They were all together in, like, a little bag, and I think someone stole it, and I don't know who, but I think someone did steal it because I don't, like, it makes no sense where it went. The only other thing I could think of, maybe, but I feel like at this point they would have told me, is my parents, like, somehow something happened and it got, like, destroyed. I don't know what the reasoning would be behind that, but, like, something happened maybe. I don't know. And they, like, threw it out and didn't want to tell me because they knew I'd be mad. Like, I don't know, but that seems very implausible. But they just disappeared one day, and it was the weirdest thing. Like, yeah. Are gender set in this game? If not, would you be bothered if you got a female? I personally don't think the heart horn looks as good as the male horn. So, here's the thing. I really want a male one, but not for, like, I really don't care. Like, at the end of the day, a shiny is a shiny. But, so I kind of stupidly came up with a bunch of names, like, already. And they were all, like, kind of more male-esque, I guess. Because I was trying to, like, you know, create names that were based on, like, the fact that it's, like, a rhinoceros beetle, and it's, you know, Japanese folklore. And I was trying to come up with names, and I found, like, I only realized later on when I actually started the hunt that, like, yeah, there's literally a 50-50 chance. Like, this one is a female. Like, this could be the shiny. And I'm not gonna reset for male. Like, I don't care that much. But yes, I agree. I also really like the male horn, like, slightly better. But either way is fine. Like, I'm really not gonna get, like, bent out of shape on it. But yeah, I do have a slight preference for male. I'd be lying if I said no. But again, it's purely because of naming schemes. Like, it's purely, it really has little to do with the horn and a lot more to do with just, like, I'm really, really interested in, like, the names I came up with. And I feel like they work better for a male Heracross. That's all. They're very, like, they're more, like, tougher names, I guess. Like, more feudal Japan, like, samurai type names. And though you can definitely, you know, women can be samurais. That like, totally, I'm on board with all that. I'm definitely, I think you guys know at this point, I'm on board for, like, equality for all. But I think, like, the names I picked out specifically just lend themselves better. That's all. I love Fire Red, Leaf Green. Fire Red was my first game. Nice. That's a great way to start, man. Seriously. Let's check this Heracross before I answer more questions. It is still not shiny. But yeah. I need to play Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's great. Also, will you be collecting a living dex as you go through the games, assuming you don't have one? I will not be doing that. That doesn't really affect this quest too much, I don't think. I'm trying to think if there's definitely not a ribbon I would need to get. Although I know there is, like, technically, like, the shiny charm, but you don't really put that on a Pokemon, right? So it's not gonna matter, like, later on. Yeah, I don't currently have a living dex either, but I do have basically, like, a half a living dex, which I know sounds weird, but basically in X and Y, I did complete the National Pokedex but I would trade some harder to get things for other harder to get things. So I don't have a perfect... I probably have 400 like different Pokemon that I could just like trade straight up into like whatever the next generation is to get me further along in my progress of that completing that dex. But yeah, I've never had a living dex. They're my favorite games to hunt in. You know, weirdly enough, I've never shiny hunted in Fire Red, Leaf Green. I've never done it. Every game after I have, yes. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I might not have actually in Platinum or Diamond and Pearl now that I'm like, but I did in Soul Silver, Heart Gold, obviously, a few times. Yeah, I guess I didn't really But yeah, anyway, I have in Emerald, although I wasn't successful, I still tried, like after I got that copy. But yeah, I haven't really, Gen 3, I didn't really try it. It has so many good targets, nice. A living desk could be faster than this. Mine took 2 months. Yeah, honestly, it probably would be. It probably would be. I know my national decks, it took me about 2 months as well, I think. Something along those lines. I was starting from nothing, though. Like, I didn't transfer anything from Black and White or Black and White 2. No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I actually did transfer basically my 6 party Pokemon. Plus, I had built up until that point all of the starters, basically. Like, at least one form of all the starters I traded for. So I did have all the starters immediately, and I was able to, like, breed, like, eggs to but yeah, other than that, though, I did pretty much go into it blind. But I did have a little bit of head start, so I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Yo, Stan, please go for Safari Zone's Shiny in Fire Red, Leaf Green. Those encounters are wicked fast. Huh. And they're amazing targets. I'll look into it. Maybe I'll stream that sometime. Again, I don't actually own a physical copy of the game. Like, when I do it, when I inevitably go back to Kanto with you know, our future Heracross buddy, I'm going to be using my friend's copy of Fire Red just because, again, I was only planning on just beating the champion really quick, just so it does nothing because I'll already have, for whatever reason, the champion ribbon from, like, Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire and Fire Red and Leaf Green, they're all the same. So if you beat one, it counts as, like, all of them, which is kind of weird, but yeah, whatever. Meanwhile, though, what's really cool, the difference is that in Gen 4, you get a champion ribbon from, like, you know, your Sinnoh Elite Four, but then you also get a special one for beating Red. So they kind of fix that a little bit. Come on, baby. Yeah! Gotcha! Heracross was caught. Full odds, of course. Yeah, dude, I believe it. I've seen the spreadsheet. Sneasel is incredible in Gen 3. Really? I actually did not know that. Because it just, like, it outspeeds and like, special attacks everything, or... Also, again, why am I trying to use... Okay. Still not a shiny. Safari shiny is the best feelings to catch it. That's the other thing. I've never failed a shiny. I feel like a Safari shiny would be very easy for me to fail, because I don't know... I've never really spent much time in Safari Zone. The most I've really ever done is for my Soul Silver review. I wanted a Tyranitar because I'd never had a Tyranitar on my team before. Like, for an actual playthrough. I've caught one, obviously, and, like, raised one later on. But because in the original games, you had basically already done the game to get a Larvitar, unless you traded somebody. Anyway, so long story short, you can access the Safari Zone earlier in Gen 1, or Gen 2, or, sorry, Soul Silver, Heart Gold. And so I did that. And so that was that's my most experience. Oh! I also did actually get a Dratini in my Fire Red playthrough in the Safari Zone as well. So I did lie, but that actually, it went surprisingly fast for me. I got really lucky, and I got one pretty quickly in that. It appeared, and I caught it like first try, I think, too. So I got really lucky, because I know that's not always standard. And now that I think about it, I just realized I have used a Dragonite on 2 of my playthroughs, and that's probably not good. Like, my review playthrough, specifically. Because I used a Dragonite in my Crystal playthrough, and then my Fire Red playthrough, I also used a Dragonite. Man, I'm abusing pseudo-legendaries. And as I say that, my Black and White 2 playthrough, I'm actually using a Zweilous right now. So, yeah, it's going to be Hydreigon at some point. Interesting. Man, maybe... You know what it is, though? Truly. The Dragonite thing was an accident, I just realized. But usually throughout my playthroughs, like my first time playing through, or most times, I won't use pseudo-legendaries. And so, when it comes down to trying to get, like, good, cool Pokemon for my review playthroughs to show on screen, I end up defaulting usually to the pseudos because I've never used them before, and they're specific to that generation. And, yeah. Execute flees a lot. It's got the fastest legs in the game. Yo, Cole, what's up, man? I'm gonna go now, probably gonna play some Gales of Darkness. Have a good one, Sonic. Take care. Take care, dude. Masquerain used Water Sport. Also, I just realized, man, this stream has been flying by. Thank you so much for all your questions, guys. I love just, like, talking this stuff with you. I'm really, obviously, interested in this ribbon quest, and sounds like a lot of you guys are either currently going through it yourselves or planning on it, and just talking back and, you know, getting the feedback and seeing what you guys are doing for your own playthroughs. It's really awesome. Like, I'm really enjoying myself tonight. I was kind of scared because I'm pretty exhausted, I'm not gonna lie, but this stream has flown by. We literally only have, after this one, 2 more encounters, again, after we capture this guy, which hopefully will be any second, but yeah. So, it's been awesome. Delibird also has a really cool shiny in Gen 3. It does, but I also learned my lesson from the like, you know, post about that Delibird that other person used for their Ribbon Master, and so I would like never go for Delibird because they've made it very clear that, like, it's ridiculous. Plus, no one can replace Oswald as, like, the ultimate Ribbon mascot, in my opinion. But yeah, Heracross is great because I feel like it fulfills all the things I kind of need it to be a great Ribbon Master. It's like, it's got a really, like, kind of goofy, like, a really simple design that makes it great for like, just being a mascot, right? It's a goofy, fun kind of Pokemon. People know Heracross, people love Heracross. That helps a lot. And then second of all, it also can probably hold its own in the Battle Tower Frontier. I'm going to plan on not using it, but if, like, I have to, if it really comes down to the wire, I wanted a Pokemon that could kind of defend itself and be okay, and I feel like Heracross can do that. Another thing that also, in terms of the competitive side, like, really helps is that, sorry, just resetting here. But yeah, it also eventually has a Mega Evolution, which is cool, because it's something when we get to Gen 6 we can look forward to with this Pokemon. Sure, it doesn't evolve, but it does have another step it can go, and we will get to, you know, finally, like, it'll be like our little Heracross is growing up, and I love the idea of that. And then thirdly, and last but not least, because it is a shiny ribbon quest specifically, I wanted to have a Pokemon that actually had a solid shiny. I wanted something that's different enough, but also, like, it looks good even, like, no matter what generation it's in, right? Because there are some Pokemon, like, I love Hitmontop's kind of magenta-y sprite in, like, you know, Gens 4 or 5. I think it looks great. I think it's a solid Pokemon. It was my runner-up to Heracross. Another one, I also, well, actually, this would have been a bag. I was going to say Gligar and Glysaur, but I actually think even their 3D models look pretty good. But anyway, regardless, though, there are some Pokemon, though, like Hitmontop, where after they get to Gen 6, their shiny model, the colors just get really pale and washed out, and I didn't really want that. And Heracross, I think it's bright enough that it still kind of maintains, like, its color scheme, you know? But yeah, I don't know. That was a long rant, but basically that's why I'm choosing Heracross, and I think it'll make... And then I learned later on, so if you guys know my streams, or, like, even you can see at the very bottom there where Casual Spoon's name is, there's, like, a picture of, like, a rhino, right? My mascot hasn't really been a Pokemon on my channel. It's been a baby rhino. I always end my streams and videos saying, happy hunting baby rhinos. I call, you know, my audience baby rhinos, happy hunting in terms of, like, shiny hunting. Anyway, so, the fact that it turned out, because I didn't even know this, I always assumed for some stupid reason that Heracross was based on a Hercules beetle, but of course, it's based on a rhinoceros beetle. So it's literally, I'd already started this hunt. It was only, like, last week that I found out that Heracross was based on a rhinoceros beetle. And it worked out so perfectly. Like, it makes so much sense for me in this channel why it would be Heracross of all Pokemon. The only other thing that would have been better, I guess, is maybe Rhyhorn. and then eventually Rhyperior, but, like, that's not an option, so, you know. You mind if I add you on Snapchat? I actually don't really have a Snapchat. I don't really have one. I've made one, but I don't use it. I'm kind of the same with Facebook. I have an account, but I don't even have the app on my phone. I don't use it, so, yeah, sorry, man. How have you been doing, Stan? Yo, Mindless, what is up? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We are currently almost done, unfortunately, though. We got 2 more encounters on the night. I'm only doing 20 tonight instead of my usual 30 because I had to start so late because I was late at work finishing up a project. So, yeah, unfortunately, still catching up on your streams, but is there a reason you chose Heracross? I just answered that. That's awesome. But yes, but I'd be at 2 ribbons instead of 1 if I did. Yeah, Eevee would be sick. Eevee would be sick, but yeah, obviously there's reasons why. My shiny ribbon baby is a Delcatty. Delcatty is also, like, I think that would make a really great ribbon mascot. I didn't even think of, honestly, Delcatty when I was, because I think you can get a Skitty in this game, right? I believe, or if not this one, XD Gale of Darkness. But anyway, point being, yeah, that's crazy. Where do you work? I work for an esports company based in Toronto, and I've been there for a little while. And we make we make content and videos and stuff on esports. So, like, you know, like League of Legends, CS:GO, Dota 2, like the international just happened, as well as, you know, Smash Bros once in a while, and Street Fighter, and a lot of different games for sure. And yeah, no worries, no worries. Take care, dude. Cedar Sauce, always, you know, a great time having you in here. And yeah, I hope you get a shiny very fast, man. Like first 5 encounters, that'd be sick. Just the craziest luck, you know. But anyway, take care, my dude, and thanks for tuning in. As we have 2 more encounters, including this one, this current Heracross on screen. Let's see. All right, Maribel's dead. Wow, wow. I guess that happened last time too. It's not a big deal. But, yeah. Also, Ampharos would have been kind of cool to be a... But I feel like Ampharos is really popular. Heracross is pretty popular, too. I'm not going to lie. But Ampharos is like, I don't know. It's really popular. And I just... Yeah. It has a 6... It fills all 3 things, though. It's a decent... It can hold its own in battle. It has a great Mega eventually. It has a great, like, shiny form. Like, everything, it ticks the box. It's goofy enough that it's beloved enough. Like, all the things. But I still... I don't know. I just, I didn't want to do it because I know, like, a lot of people love it so much that, you know, they'll never be able to get past, like, oh, but I have an Ampharos that I grew up with, and that will always be, like, the ultimate Ampharos to me, you know? So, I wanted to kind of not do that. Yo, we got it. Nice, nice, nice. That was fairly quick, actually, other than Ampharos getting killed and Masquerain having to power up after that Silver Wind. But, yeah. And speaking of Silver Winds, here we go. It's okay, though, because it'll show me my screen. And, of course, it powers up again. Jeez, you just want to eat all of the time. It's okay, though. It's okay. I got my shiny Skitty in Gen 5 through from a trade. I didn't actually hunt for her. Her name is Raspberry. That's a great name for a Skitty. All right. Let's do this, guys. The final one of the night. We are at 149 encountered. We got 1 more to go. Do you play Pokemon Quest? I just got a shiny Vulpix. Nice, Sammy. I actually haven't yet. I haven't yet. Mostly because when it dropped, I just started at my new job. So when all the hype was building, I literally did not have time to play it. I was always on my commute. I guess I could have brought my Switch now that I think about it. I never did, though. I never did. But, yeah, I was so busy and so stressed at the time that I just, like, never picked it up. And now, like that, I am not having to travel all that time, and I do have a lot more time. I haven't downloaded it yet. But I've heard great things. I've heard it's actually pretty fun, and the shinies are really cool in it. I've definitely seen people post about them. But congratulations to you, most importantly. Such an adorable game. That's what I hear. I played Pokemon Rumble World and, like, all the Rumble games. So I love that stuff, and I know it's not quite the same, but, like, I feel like it's right up my alley, is what I'm saying. And so, yeah. Eventually I might, but we'll see. Anyways, ladies and gentle rhinos, let's go and see if we can finally catch our most desired friend here. Come on. And let's lower the attack. Twice. Okay. And let's go. Let's do this. The last one of the night. Boom, boom, boom. Raspberry's best girl. I thought Lanky Kong was best girl, according to a certain Roy boy we know. But yeah, no. That's awesome. Woomies and gentle guys. I played Quest for a few days, but I had the same problem as you, Stan. Can't exactly play at my desk. Exactly. It was tricky. It's hard for me to make time for, like, games. Although, I will say, if there's ever going to be a game that, like, I can make time for, it's something like Quest, where it's a lot more pick up and play than, like, a full-on RPG like Colosseum. Man, it'd be so cool if Colosseum was, like, mobile, though. If I could play it on my Switch, I could literally just get, like, every night before I go to bed, just, like, an extra 10 or something, you know? As I have, like, a video on in the background or, like, a stream on in the background. But, yeah, too bad. But in the future of Pokemon, we can do that, and that is pretty cool. Anyway. Alright, return, and let's start this. Will we get super, super ultra lucky on our first Snag Ball Throne? Let's go! Whoosh! I bet it's gonna roll twice, and then he's gonna break out. That's what I'm betting. Not even twice. Oh, Heracross. Never change. Never change. Of the 20 we did tonight, I think only one of them caught on the very first ball. That is not good. Usually I'll get like a few, like I find maybe like 5 of 30. And this time it was 1 of 20. So that is kind of crazy. But hey, maybe it means that we'll actually get like lucky for it being an actual shiny, right? All I know is that eventually, and it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, but eventually, when we do get this shiny, I'm going to lose my mind. I am probably going to go absolutely nuts. So I hope whoever is here now gets to see me on that day. Obviously, it'll be posted regardless. And like I've been saying, I have been doing, I haven't, because again, this weekend was crazy. But, like, this weekend coming up, I'm going to be doing more encounters. Maybe Friday night. No, actually, I can't Friday night. But Thursday night, maybe, I'll do more encounters. My point is, I'm doing more encounters on the side. Because if I streamed every, like, 20... You know what I'm saying? Like, it would take... If we only did 20 or 30 per stream... I mean, we're not even going to hit 100 encounters in 3... Like, it's gonna take basically 3.5 streams to hit 100. And so that's, like, 3.5... times, you know, 10, I think that's a lot. It ends up being a lot. That's like 35 streams just to get like 1,000 encounters. Each of those streams being like 2 to 3 hours. That's crazy. All right, and Verb, you're getting called. Maribel, you're using the net ball now that it's in the yellow. Were you able to get shiny Ho-Oh? I didn't either, Zane. I didn't either. I didn't even get a Ho-Oh. Like I said, I really was not around this weekend. I also, for the first time ever, I like broke my streak in Pokemon Go. I wasn't able to catch a Pokemon Saturday or Sunday or spin a stop. I didn't even really open the app because I was like that busy. Like it was crazy, man. I had to take a bunch of like transport to get to like a wedding way up north because I don't have a car anymore. And then I had to like I was at that wedding that whole night, so obviously my attention was like on the wedding party and talking to family and stuff. And then Sunday, like literally from the moment I woke up Sunday, I was on the go and I had to play all day in an Ultimate Frisbee tournament. And I didn't get home until around like 10:30 last night, and I went right to bed because I was in the sun all day, which is why I got this awful burn on my face. But anyway, let's go, Verb. Use the net ball. Catch this blue being. And let's use, I don't want to use, maybe I'll use Confuse Ray. Yeah, I'll use Confuse Ray. It should be fine. Why is Maribel a dude? More like Manly Bell, am I right? Yeah, sometimes I just nickname Pokemon and like they don't work, like the names. Yeah. Do you guys want to hear some of my nicknames for Heracross, though? I'm not dedicated to all of them, and like I said before, if something does happen where like we end up with like sometimes things happen during streams and they like help dictate the name. Like for example, when I got Poipole, we named it Lays because like the stream before was like the pretend Lays sponsor stream, and it became a huge meme in the chat, and like so I named it Lays. So certain times those types of things happen, and they just make sense in the moment, right? So it's possible that could happen here. So I'm not like dedicated to any of these. But anyway, before I reveal all the names, let's just make sure that this is not a shiny, because I don't think it's going to be. But if it is, oh boy, let's go. 3, 2, 1. No, it's not a shiny. I had a feeling. It's unfortunate, but again, doing only 20 tonight, it's kind of to be expected. We'll try to get another 30, maybe even 40 in this Wednesday, depending how the day goes. If I can get home early, maybe, like, then we can go 40. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, that was stoked. And now, I'm going to let you guys know some of my potential names here. So, for Heracross, I have Honshu, Arnold, Hongo, Hachi, and Shikaro. So, those are my names. I also had Pancake, but I forgot. I'm pretty sure I named my shiny Alolan Raichu Pancake. So, I will not be naming Heracross Pancake because I don't want to repeat names. But yeah, those are the names that I think I've chosen. They were Honshu, Arnold, Hongo, Hachi, and Shikaro. A lot of H's in there. A lot of those are also based on like Japanese samurai helmet parts. So that's why they might sound weird. But yeah, that's some good names to be honest. I thought about it. Like I put, but you can tell what I mean though. Like literally Arnold. Like there's a lot of names I thought of that were just straight up like, they're pretty much for dudes. Like, Arnold is definitely, like, a guy name, right? So, yeah. But I like Hachi, I like Shikaro, I like Arnold. Those are probably my 3 favorite, to be honest. But I vote for Pointy Boy. That's what I call Roy when he dresses up like a I don't know. What's Pointy? What is Pointy? A jack? I don't know. I'm an old man. The point is, guy, the point is that I had a really great stream tonight. I'm really exhausted, and it was, like I said, I worked late tonight. I wasn't expecting to have this much energy, but you guys seriously killed it. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the support. Thank you for telling and sharing your experiences with these games and this quest. I think it's a great motivator to, like, keep all of us on the hunt for these shiny Ribbon Quest mascots. But yeah, thank you so much if you tuned in. Thank you to Spoonie and Wolfger for their donations as well. And yo, what is up, Demon Gone? We're just heading off for the night, my dude. But, yeah, no worries. So we're heading off anyway, but I love you too. I love you too. But yeah, welcome in. And yeah, hopefully this burn is a little bit subdued by Wednesday. But I will see you guys then. But yeah, thank you, Wolfger. Thank you, Spoonie, for the donations. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. Again, I'll see you Wednesday. I love your faces. And as I always say, happy hunting, baby rhinos, and peace. I am a burn guy. I have a lot.